side of the shoe. This is what overpronation looks like.
Okay.
His left side, unfortunately, is a lot more severe. How the angle has now changed. It's actually even greater than what it is on the right foot. And even at full speed, you can see how it's slapping every single time.
Sure.
Overpronation, again, crushing of the arch, which essentially will roll the heel in, can cause Achilles tightness, calf tightness, knee tendonitis, knee bursitis. It'll even go up to the hip, the lower spine, and a bit of the lower back. You've probably heard, your doctors say, a good pair of shoes actually will give you, it will change your posture. Because it's true, everything's going to be different. So that's what we look for. Second video again is what we recommended to this guy. Now again, obviously this isn't new, but now when he lands, perfectly straight, perfectly neutral, and through the follow through, as he starts to get a center of gravity underneath him, it's not tilting in either direction. So this is a stability shoe. This is actually an A6 Cayano, where it's a fairly strong stability shoe. But you can notice he's not tilting in either direction. He's not overpronating. And it looks a lot healthier. So getting a good pair of running shoes will actually help eliminate any pre-existing injury you may have, and will also help prevent any injury you may see if you're not wearing proper shoes.
Okay.
So now we're actually going to look at you.
Alright.
And at full speed, you look like you did, or we did the opposite, if you remember. We put you in stability shoes, and now we're going to see if it fixed it, if it did too much, which is supination, or if it didn't do enough and you're still going to overpronate. At full speed, you actually looked like it did correct it, which is a good thing, because we're doing it a little bit backwards because of the wide foot. So, right now, this is her perfectly neutral. Essentially, if you just grab the pen, there's a heel and it goes straight up to the Achilles. You're not really tilting in either direction. Another way, as I tell people, is just look at the treadmill. It should be perfectly perpendicular to the treadmill, which it is. Now let's look at the left foot. So you come down, nice and straight as well. Now, usually the faster we go, the more it's going to exaggerate the force. So you said you normally run a little bit slower or a little bit, just to keep the pace going. I put you at a higher speed too, because if we do, you're generating more force, which will also exaggerate what you would feel. Essentially the point of fatigue. People need to remember that when you run a race, when you first start, you're amazing. You have perfect form, you have perfect posture, but what happens at the end of the race? You're just like, you're trying to finish, you're trying to do everything. So this will actually help exaggerate that part. But these actually would work. You're in a perfect neutral state. So with this shoe, you wouldn't need an orthotic.
No.
But I would still have you experiment. Because you've dealt with plantar fasciitis in the past, same thing kind of when I told you the story of my group runner. If you happen to like these shoes, like these are the ones we choose, try it a week and a half, then see how your plantar fasciitis is doing. For you, since you've had plantar fasciitis in the past and it has been unbearable to where you can't even walk, you'll know right away whether this will work or not.
Okay.
If you don't feel it, great. We found you a shoe where you don't no longer need an orthotic. If maybe I can still feel it a couple times, we can then bump you up even more support, or you can just stick your orthotic back in. You're going to be one of those few anomaly, where you put a stability shoe or an orthotic on top of a stability shoe, which we normally don't. But going off of this, I would stick you in a moderate supportive shoe.
Okay.
So your GT1000s were right here. Moderate's going to be right here. And I can go even higher to here, but you're pretty good at the moderate level. So what I would do now is I'll go to the back, bring couple of options for you. It's pretty easy to get to try them on.
Okay. Perfect.
Usually whatever's most comfortable is the one that we'll choose.